مصطفى أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم المؤمنين مقاعد للقتال والله سميع عليم إذ هم الطائفتان منكم أن تفشلا والله وليهما وعلى الله فليتوكل المؤمنون صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. So from these ayat, inshallah, there will be a discussion about two very important events from the Islamic history. One is Uhud and the other is the Ghazwa of Badr. The very important two battles that took place between Islam and Kufr. وَإِذْ غَدَوْتَ مِنْ أَهْلِكَ Recall the time when you, in the time of morning, غَدَوْتَ مِنْ أَهْلِكَ when you left your house in the morning. تُبَوِّئُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ مَقَاعِدَ لِلْقِتَالِ in order to place the believers in positions for fighting. Wallahu Sami'un Alim. Allah is all hearing, all knowing. So this discussion starts about Uhud. That the Prophet ﷺ, when he started from his house in the morning to place the people where they were supposed to be before the fight. إِذْ هَمَّ الطَّائِفَتَانِ مِنْكُمْ أَن تَفْشَلَا when two of your groups were about to lose heart. وَاللَّهُ وَلِيُّهُمَا while Allah was their guardian. وَعَلَى اللَّهِ فَلْيَتَوَكَّلِ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ it is in Allah alone that the believers must place their trust. So in the previous ayat that we read, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had said that if Muslims have two things, taqwa and sabr, then nothing from the kuffar will harm them except that they can only cause some adha or some verbal harm to them, verbal pain to them. And here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in context of Uhud, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reinforcing that point, that recall, the Prophet ﷺ is being asked to recall, basically to narrate the thing, narrate what happened, that it so happened that for Uhud, before Uhud, Badr had taken place. So there was a caravan of, there's a trade caravan, a business caravan of Kuffar of Makkah that was returning from Syria, from Sham. It was led by Abu Sufyan. And that was going back to Makkah. The Muslims, because they had been so much harm had been done to the Muslims by the Kuffar, and this huge trade caravan that had a lot of money with it, that was going to go to Makkah and be used against Muslims further. So the Muslims, the Prophet ﷺ, took an offensive and tried to intercede that caravan. Intercede is the word? Intercept that caravan. Yes. But Abu Sufyan got news of it and changed the route and reached Makkah safely. But getting the news that Muslims are going to intercept this caravan, Abu Jahl gathered a lot of the leaders of Kuffar and they left with a huge army to fight the Muslims. And Muslims, it so happened that the place of Badr, Muslims ended up facing that army of Kuffar. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave a clear, open victory to Muslims. That is going to come in the next few ayat. But to understand this, and a lot of Kuffar, a lot of leaders of Kuffar were killed in that battle. And a lot were taken as captives. So when this caravan reached Makkah, the business earned, the money earned through this caravan, through this trade expedition, was used to create another army from the side of Kuffar and to advance towards Medina, and that's how Uhud took place. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that when Muslims got news of that, the Prophet ﷺ called for a discussion among the believers, among the key Sahaba, and some of them suggested that Muslims should stay back in Medina and defend Medina. The others suggested that they should leave Medina, go out and face the kuffar at the place of Uhud. So the Prophet ﷺ's own opinion was to stay in Medina and defend Medina. But the Prophet ﷺ took the opinion of those who were saying that we should go out of Medina and defend Medina. There was this person who was declared Ra'isul Munafiqeen, or the leader of Munafiqeen, the hypocrites. His name is Abdullah ibn Ubay. His opinion was that Muslims should stay back in Medina. But the Prophet ﷺ, after when he had taken the advice of the Muslims who said that we should go out, the Prophet ﷺ went inside and put on his armor. And when he came out, the Sahaba who had excitedly given the opinion that we should go out of Medina, and that was the reason was that they were eager to die in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Staying in Medina and defending Medina, there was less chance of shahada. These people were eager because they had missed the chance of dying in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Badr. So they were eager to go out, advance forth and fight in the open, so that there is a higher chance of them getting martyred in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So these people came to the Prophet ﷺ and said that, Ya Rasulullah, they realized that they may have made a mistake, and they said that, Ya Rasulullah, if you have got wahi, or if you think that we should stay in Medina, then we take back our opinion, we should stay in Medina. The Prophet ﷺ said that it is not for a Nabi to show any weakness. When I have put on an armor, I will go out and I will not take off that armor until I have fought. So this is how the Muslim army, an army of 1,000 people, started out from Medina. But as soon as they left Medina, this man called Abdullah ibn Ubay, he said that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not take my opinion, and they are headed towards halakat. They are headed towards short death. So I am going to take myself and my people out of this army, and I am going to go back. Abdullah ibn Ubay. So 300 people left with him. So only 700 remained. At this point, there was two groups one was from Aus and one was from Khazraj. They also started to lose heart. Their names, these tribes were Banu Salama and Banu, I forgot the name. Banu Salama, and there was another group, but anyway, Banu Haritha, yes, Banu Haritha. So they started to lose heart. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is here saying that وَإِذْ غَدَوْتَ مِنْ أَهْلِكَ تُبَوِّئُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ مَقَاعِدَ لِلْقِتَالِ. When you had left from your houses and your folks, and you had gone outside to situate the people before war, where they were supposed to take their stations. Wallahu Sami'un Alim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all listening and all knowing. إِذْ هَمَّتْ طَائِفَتَانِ مِنْكُمْ أَن تَفْشَلَا. When two of your groups were about to lose heart. So this is talking about Banu Haritha and Banu Salama. Wallahu waliyuhuma. And this distinguishes the Sahaba from Munafiqeen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Wallahu waliyuhuma. Al-Hakim al-Umad Maulana Thanwi rahimahullah has added a very brief explanation here in the parentheses. Wallahu waliyuhuma basically means that they were about to lose heart while Allah was their guardian. So he has added a parenthesis here. So how could Allah ever let them lose their heart? Wallahu waliyuhuma. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was their wali. So it is impossible that they could have lost heart, that they could have lost courage. وَعَلَى اللَّهِ فَلْيَتَوَكَّلِ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. And it is in Allah alone that the believers must place their trust. So this ayah, when this ayah was revealed, the Sahaba from Banu Harisa and Banu Salama, they were asked from people that what do you think about this ayah? So they said that even though this ayah talks about the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon us, we are very happy that right within this ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has also given us the short news of our wilayat, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our wali. So we are very happy with this ayah. And although this talks about a little anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but herein Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Wallahu waliyuhuma. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the good news that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our wali. From this, ulama have said that number one, like I said, tawakkal and sabr, these were the two qualities that these people were going to lack if they were going to lose heart. And they were going in that direction. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being their friend, strengthened their heart. And this is in comparison to the munafiqeen who have hypocrisy in their heart. Even though they may try to look like Muslims, the nusrat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is not only physical but also spiritual, that does not come to the munafiqeen, that does not come to the hypocrites, it comes to the true Muslims at heart. And if there may be times that when somebody is true in their intention and true in their heart, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes care of if there is any weakness in their heart or in their courage coming, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives them strength. Inshallah, tomorrow we'll start the ayat that talk about Badr. This to the end of the ruku talks about these two ghazwat and the lessons that Muslims should learn from it. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, salatu wassalamu ala sayyidil mursaleen. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين اللهم اجعلنا من أهل القرآن الذي أهلك وخاصة وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.